Hi, appreciate you tuning in. This is going to be a quick video on how to check your own website stats. Everybody should know how to do this. Don't just leave it to your webmaster. I mean, you really should be in control of something as important as your own website. Now, we're just going to show you a brief little tutorial. Most websites, when you go behind them, there's usually a password and a username you have to get. If you don't have that, you can get that information from your webmaster. You put that into the internet, and this is what you'd see. This is the typical cPanel or control panel for a website. And if you're not sure of what all these buttons do, usually, like here, this is the latest cPanel. There's video tutorials on each one of these. You can click this and see short little videos that'll explain what all these can do. But right now that's beyond the scope of this little tutorial, so we're going to just take a look down here, and there usually are at least one or two website stat counters on your control panel. I like the Webalizer. It's right here. We're going to click on that and go in real time and take a look at the site. Okay, so here you can see a traffic graph, and more important down here, and you got to remember, or you should remember, that hits really are not relevant. This column here that says hits. What's more relevant are page views, and the most relevant is visits. Most sites will count one IP address. Every computer has a unique IP address one time in a 24-hour period. So if somebody from my computer goes back and looks at this same site 10 minutes from now, it won't count it again as a visit. So this is the most accurate over here, and I really most of the time look over here at the monthly totals. Now right now it's August 5th, so you can see this is in real time. It's usually about 12 hours behind time, sometimes 24 hours. But so what I look at is the prior month. So here we have July, and if you go over, you can see July's visits, unique visits is what it's called, was 38,597. So here's some useful information here. You can compare that to the prior months and see how your traffic has been during that period of time. But more important, you can go over here on the month and click on the month itself to get a more detailed view of what was happening that month. Now we're doing this in real time now, and let's see if it comes up right away. There we go. A lot of useful information in here. I'm just going to scroll down to what we're going to talk about now. But right here you can see daily stats. The day of the month is listed over here, and then you can see again what I look at here most importantly are the visits per that day, and what part of the total percentage-wise that makes up. This is very, very useful, because if you're doing a special campaign, if you're advertising someplace on the internet, if you paid for an ad on somebody else's site, or you wrote an article that you just posted someplace, you can judge how effective that was by seeing, well, was there a jump over here in your traffic, and if so, how much of a jump? And this will tell you if your advertising is working or if it's not working. So that's very useful right there. Again, there's a lot of information. We can't cover it all here. You can also see the most popular pages. Let's see. The entry pages, where people entered into your site. Now we have a very popular blog on the site, and that's the blog address, and this is the site direct site address. So what can you tell by looking at this is over 33% of our visitors last month came not directly to the site, but came directly to our blog, and that's how popular that blog is. And then about 13.5% went right to the blog. Went right to the site, and almost 5% went to the blog feed. And that's one of the good reasons for having a blog, because it creates an RSS feed that's then sent out. And the reverse of that is over here. You can see where people exited from your site, what pages and stuff. And let's move down a little more here. And this is one of the more important things, and this is where refers to your site, where they were referred from when they went into your site directly, and that would be the direct site would be the .com, the .net, the .org, which is right here. You can see most of our people entered our main site through our blog, which is just what we want them to do. And these are other pages on our site, but if you go down through here, you see the first popular search engine is right here, is Google. So right away we know for last month Google is sending us the most traffic. Now let's continue down further. And here you can see some typical search strings, keywords, and what percentages those keywords were used in searches for people entering into our site. Another very, very important aspect of your site. And then lastly over here, we jumped over there a little bit. Let's see. You can see what countries people are coming from and going to your site. Gosh, we have people from Poland, Bulgaria, Austria, Portugal, Sweden, Brazil. So you can see we have quite an audience here, and then on top of this is a graphic representation of the similar place where people are coming from. So the purpose of this video is to tell you, before you start any campaign for SEO or any promotions, whatever site you have, you should at least learn how to use your control panel. This is information that you have to have. It's just like if you have a car. You have to know what the gas gauge means, or else you're going to be in trouble. If you don't know how to use the control panel, you're going to be missing the main functions of your website and the main statistical information that you can use to get more traffic, get better traffic, and know what advertising and promotion is actually working for you. Again, I appreciate you listening, and best of luck with your own sites.